is Kamau, born and raised in Kiambu. I decided to venture into farming because I'm so passionate about farming, and particularly I'm so passionate about trees and nature. So if you can look around, you can see we have a lot of trees, different types, and I think we can be talking of 165 different species of trees. That being the beginning, I also decided that it's also a good venture for me to be able to introduce the youth to the farming business. So having invested on the green nature, I also decided now to bring on board the youth aspect, and we happened now to come up with the integrated farming using organic and also having breeze or having a relaxed mood for the youth. You see, nowadays you cannot take a youth to the shamba and tell him go and dig and that you don't have anything for Nini. So that's why we have this ground here for the youth to be able to entertain themselves once somebody has been in the shamba. Basically that's all, and this is a good training ground for the young and upcoming youth. In our farm, we have got different types of farming. I think we have like 14 different types of farming in this shamba. That's why we are calling it a very good training ground for people. I don't know whether I can be able to remember all, but let me start. First, we have dog breeding. In dog breeding, we have the big dogs and the small dogs. That's the house dogs and the guard dogs. We have an orchard for fruit, where we have apple. We also have got bananas. We also have mangoes, oranges, pixie, etc. The other thing that we also do here is dairy farming. We started with the big, modern animals which are usually sold between maybe 200 and 300,000. They are high producers. And we also got medium producers, and we have got the small producers. By high producers, I mean we have got cows that produce over 40 liters. We also have got the medium that produce between 20 to 30, and we have got the third one that produces between 10 and below. But basically what we do here is to get the manure, which we mix there, we compost it, and then use it in the shamba as part of the natural fertilizer. So this one is mixed with the excretion for pigs, poultry, and also the rabbits. And then we mix all of them, and then you're able to get very good natural fertilizer. So, which now brings us now to what we talked about, the integrated farming, and you're able to get integrated inputs and integrated output. Because here, once we have the milk, you don't buy milk for the workers. And when we have the excretion here, we don't buy fertilizer. And basically that's all, and then brings us now to the end of our dairy farm. Now that we have mentioned about integrated and particularly organic farming, for you to be able to have the organic farming, you must have your own fertilizer, not the modern fertilizer. And mostly what we do is that we use the rabbit urine, and we also use the rabbit droppings to put into our shamba, as we also put the other manures from different kinds of animals. From rabbit now we also go to the fish farming. For fish, we have got the ones that we do in the drums, and we also have got a pond down there near the river. We have got a small stream down there where we also do the big fish. Once we nurture the small fish, that is the catfish, and we have got both the catfish and the tilapia. Once they reach allowed maybe 6 months, we transfer them from the pond here. We have got the greenhouse, and we take them out to the downstream where they are able to mingle with the ones that are also big. On the fish project, we have got 2 different kinds of fish. We have got the tilapia here, we have got catfish here, and catfish here. And we have got another empty tank here. This is where we want to bring more figurines. So the beauty, this one is not fish alone. This is a project that we call aquaponic. Aquaponic means we have got fish here, and the the droppings from the fish is taken to the shamba and it is used for growing the vegetables here. We have got sukuma wiki, and we have got the kales, and we have got the spinach. So this is why we had this one, is to try and also have, currently as you are aware, the government is actually going what we call the brew economy. And they want to grow the brew economy because it's very lucrative, but you just need a small space. Like here we have got 1,000, here we have got 1,000, here we also have got like 500, and here 500, and you see, it's just a small portion of maybe 20 by 20. And you're able to rear as many as possible, maybe like 5,000 in a small whatever. So I think, guys, this is the best project that I would say for the people that do not have a big land. And down here, we are also able to grow the veggies from the droppings that comes from the fish here. And lastly, as you can see here at the back, I hope you have seen me feeding you have seen. Okay, for the fish, we usually feed them on the pellets that usually float so that we don't have remains at the bottom of the tank. So these are the ones that we feed the fish. We feed them on the pellets here, as you have seen, and we also supplement, because of the cost of these ones, we also supplement with these worms. See these worms now? These are now the natural way of feeding the fish, and now these ones happen to make the fish grow very, very, very fast. They grow very big and very, very fast. These are the worms, these are the red worms. They also give us the ones, and we also, these ones, the red worms, we give them to the fish. The red worms are also very good in composting. These are droppings from the pigs. They are very good in composting. This is one of the best compost manure. And they also produce the excretion. They also produce something that we call vermiliquid. Vermiliquid we mix with the urine from the rabbits, and we are able to take it to the shamba. And that way, you are able now to have a balanced ecosystem for the aquaponic. Red worms farming. As you have visited the farm, we have got over 400 chicken or poultry. So it has been very, very difficult and very expensive for you to be able to feed the poultry, the various kinds of poultry. So in that case, we went and introduced our red worms, which also happened to give us the manure. They are also very good in composting, and they are also very good in producing what we call the vermiliquid. So the vermiliquid is also mixed with the rabbit urine, and we are able to put in the shamba. And as you are going to test this one, you are going to see the various plants that we do in the shamba are basically green, and they have no artificial fertilizer.
I'm out Kimani. I'm 18 years old. I'm a student at IAT Town. I'm studying for computer classes. Yeah, this Mandikizela Farm is my parents' project, but I decided to venture into the project because as young people, they don't like things of farming. They are afraid of this dirt, but this dirt is the one that brings money these days. As the president said, there's a food security policy. That's why we decided to go into farming right now. It's beneficial because it brings money if you sell, and also it's fun to see these ornamental birds. There are other birds that people have not seen, like silks, other different types, but they are fun when you look at them. Yeah, I started this work when I was in Form 4 last year during the COVID period, month of March. I told my parents to bring me an incubator at home where I put the eggs inside, then you turn them manually. After 21 days they hatch. At first it was hard because the chicks were dying and I did not know what to do. When they die, I did not know what to do with them. So I started visiting farmers. I visited one in Utawala, then he showed me how to do them. And now we bought a bigger incubator that turns itself now, but they bring a lot of chicks.
So welcome now to the chicken farming. These are the layers. This is one of the most popular farming methods in Kenya. And as you can see here, we have got two types of layers farming. One, we have got the caged one, whereby the eggs automatically comes here, and you also have got these are the caged one, and you also have got the layers that we say that they are the free range. So it's not pure broiler. This is semi-broiler. That is we call them croiler, and they are caged. You see the eggs are very, very clean. Unlike the ones that I'm going to show you about the free range. Those ones, the eggs usually come out dirty, but those are the ones that feed on the natural things, like the ones that we have in the village. So these are called caged farming method. It's one of the easiest because you only pour food here and you are good to go. Then you leave them, and then once they eat the food, the feed, then they lay the eggs. The eggs usually come here, and you just be collecting your eggs as they come down here. And you can see the cleaning method for this one is also very easy. You just need to have a broom, then you wipe, or maybe you come with the water, you pour the water from that side, the water flows down there, and it's very easy. So this one you can be able to manage on your own even without a worker, because once you have it in the morning, you just feed it maybe the following day. So I would propose that for farmers that want to start layers farming, do with the caged method of farming, because it looks somehow automatic. Water is fed automatically, as you also can see. You feed the water there, then the chicken gets water from here. As you can see, the water comes automatically from here. And the only thing that you are going to do manually, as from the other projects, is only pouring the feeds on these trays. And then you leave it now. The following, in the evening, you come collect your eggs, and you count your profit, and then you sell, and that's all. This where we have got the free range chicken. The chicken here and the chicken there, the layers are the same. But these layers, as you can see, they have got the cocks. The reason why you have this is for us to be able to propagate the breed. This is for breeding. So here we have got the cock. For every for every 8 chicken, we have got 1 cock. And once we get the eggs here, we take them now to the incubator, where now our son takes the eggs to the incubation, and now we are able to propagate the flock for future. So the advantage of this again is that here you have got the egg, you can eat the egg, they are very sweet, and you can still get chicks for propagation in the future. Unlike that one whereby you only have got the caged one, you only have got the eggs only for eating. But here you eat and you also incubate. So that's why we are saying farmers now can come and also maybe compare the two. If you want to breed, you go for this way. If you don't want to breed, you only want now for the market selling the eggs, then you go to the other one. So each has an advantage and a disadvantage. So it's a good training ground for farmers to come and try and compare the two. In the ornamentals, we have got the ostrich, we have got, no, not ostrich, we have got the peacock, sorry, I was talking about the peacock. We have the peacock, we have got the pheasant, we have got the frizzos, we have got the silkies, we also have got geese, that is the Japanese, the Egyptian geese, and we have also got the ducks. That's among many. Mature Egyptian geese goes for 8 to 12,000 one. Although we have not been able to sell, but one goes for between 8 and 12,000. If you are buying a pair, it's 15K. For the Chinese geese here, it goes for 16K per pair. The ones that you see has a mohawk here, yes. It goes for 16K per pair. The ordinary geese goes for 8K per pair. The ordinary ducks here that you can see, these ones that we call kiengeis, those ones are very cheap. They go for 3,000 per pair. As we move from there, now we go to the silkies. Silkies are also very expensive. A pair goes for 15,000. The silkies, the ones that do not have feathers but they have got fur. This is the only bird that has fur, unlike the ones that have got feathers. The frizzos are also very expensive. They go for 7K per pair. And as you can recall what we are talking about, the big four the big four agenda for the government, we have got the food security. The food security involves what we can all get here at Mandikizela Farm. So I would invite farmers, let's go green. Let's also get our own fruits, our own products from our own shamba. The shamba here at Mandikizela, you can be able to be trained basically on anything and everything. That's on the plants, on the animals, big and small, and also on the fruit. We have got room for a maximum of 5 to 10 interns per season. Currently, we have got 2 interns, one from Jomo Kenyatta and another one from Moi. So they will be finishing their internship next month. So others are welcome to come and learn and propagate this good information from the government.